Hello friends and welcome back to the channel. You didn't really think that you were going to get through week 1 of the Winter of Woe without seeing me try to solo this guy with Void, did you? I didn't think so, and so here we are. Now before we get into the strategy for this fight with Void, there are a few things I want to make mention of. First of which is that Void of course is rank 5 and Ascended, but also I am max boosted from my war fights earlier today, so there's a lot of extra attack, a little bit of extra health in play, and that's just going to go a ways toward making this fight a little bit faster. The other thing is something you may already be noticing, and that is Void's direct damage per unique debuff is working in this fight, and it's working because it's just that direct damage. It's not a damage over time effect in the classic sense of like a bleed or a poison. It's kind of its own unique thing, and that's why it is working in this fight. Now Void will easily shut off the regen in this fight with all the debuffs if you're running Despair Mastery, and then Fear the Void will shut it off by itself as well. So my strategy in this fight is really just to spam Special 1. I do use my Special 2 a few times in this fight where I can, but for the most part you just want to keep applying those debuffs. Most important thing to remember in this fight with Void is that you do not want to let Absorber Man refine into his Uru form. And that's because if you take a blocked hit from him in his Uru form, you're probably going to die. But you are safe to let him refine into the Magma form because Void is Incinerate immune and will not take those instant incinerates when you make contact with him. Now, having said all of that, what you're seeing me do here is mostly just play around the Unstoppable timer. If he's unstoppable, you can safely parry, sneak in a light attack to stave off that Brute Force timer. Otherwise, if he is not unstoppable, you can go ahead and just combo into him. The other thing is that Void's Heavy is pretty lengthy. It's a 3-hit combo, so you really have to make sure that you have enough time left on that Unstoppable timer to sneak in a Heavy if you are going to try and knock him out of his form after a special attack. And you're going to see there are many times in this fight where I choose not to do that unless I have like a striker available with which I can launch right away and kind of give myself some space from him. It's always safer in this fight to take a few extra hits of block damage than risk hitting into him with a heavy while he's unstoppable. That's about it for this one. It is not as long of a fight as you might think. As I'm sitting here talking, we're already halfway through, and I think in total it's about 4.5 minutes. So if you enjoyed this, or if this video helped you, please leave me a comment below that says Void fears no man, and be sure to hit that like button and subscribe for more content. Of course, as always, thank you very much for watching. See you again next time.